So I've gotten a ton of comments asking me to review the latest Schoolboy versus Khaled match that was left-handed. It went, in my mind, kind of the way it's supposed to go. I will say, the first thing I want to say is I still see so many comments about how Khaled's a liar and he's been exposed and he's been training in arm wrestling longer than has been stated, and I don't believe any of that to be true. I believe that the story, the way that I understood it, has been the same throughout. The dude is a mechanic. He works in a mechanic shop. He got pulled out to do an event or two by some guys. No training, no lifting weights. I think that he again got pulled out to what I still believe was his first formal practice. Was I was there for that one. I still believe that to be true. I imagine he's had a few practices since then, but we're basically talking about a dude who's arm wrestled recreationally, not lifted weights really significantly, who basically on pure talent, without any real mentorship, has gotten himself into a match with Schoolboy, and has done ridiculous stuff in grip already. Okay, so I just want to first say that I don't think that there are any inaccuracies about the experience level of Khaled. Um, Schoolboy to me is a super stud arm wrestler. Okay, like he's really, really good. The thing that people really have to grasp about Schoolboy is he's 20. Okay, 20 years old. He's a baby in arm wrestling, and he's a big dude. So he's like 6'4". I don't know if he's 6'5" yet, but he's a big kid. He's like 240, 250, I think. I don't know. He's gonna be big, and he's obviously just gonna keep getting bigger and stronger, and he's completely dedicated to arm wrestling. So that's awesome. So to hang with Schoolboy already is a feat. Left hand, you can still see glimpses of Khaled's talent. Okay, uh, Schoolboy's doing nothing wrong. Okay, Schoolboy arm wrestles fabulously. Khaled has a lot of work to do. Khaled needs to. He can't be talked down from being a fighter at the table. Worst thing Khaled can do is listen to his critics, and that should go for everybody. Never listen to your critics. Okay, people say, like, the worst thing you could do is to take Khaled's fire out of him. It's so important to fight for all the little things in arm wrestling. That's really like a massive part of the sport. Just in two things I'd say from a technical perspective from watching the match is in the setup. So where you put your second finger, where you put your hand in your opponent's hand, you should be putting your second finger as close to that knuckle. Sorry, I'm holding the phone. As possible, and the relation between your grip and your partner's grip, you can kind of tell in one way who has a little bit better grip by whose index finger is closer to their opponent's knuckle when you compare the two. Khaled was way down on Schoolboy's hand, which is just showing his inexperience. Another thing is, he should have gone to the strap right away. Like, to let yourself get opened up like that without a strap it's got to be one of the hardest moves to pull off ever. So, I mean, if he's thinking about a King's move, which is a tough move to do, but if he's thinking about a King's move, he's got to go to the strap to do it properly. But I still think, you rerun this match in a year. Like, Schoolboy's going to be progressing a ton, but Khaled's potential is very, very untapped. Uh, I'm I love both these young athletes, and I'm going to follow both their careers very closely because I think that they both have uh, world level potential. Things I'd love to see for these two guys, just as a fan of them and the sport of arm wrestling. I would love for Khaled to get with a serious team. Like, I mean, I'd love to have him here in Canada, but I'd just be happy if he gets with any good group of seasoned veteran arm wrestlers that'll teach him the basic fundamentals on how to stay tight, how to use that massive hand, that strong hand as a weapon, how to use his frame properly, how to stay close and tight, how to get him comfortable in a strap. These are all things he's missing right now. Um, and then once he starts to grasp, I'm going to tell you that he's going to be one of those quick risers. He's going to be one of those guys who's going to be very scary very quickly. Schoolboy, man, I just love watching this guy's career. Um, he's been killing it all over the planet. I think that Schoolboy is ready to really take a swing at some really legit established guys in the scene. And it's a big bite to take. It's a really monumental step, but I would like to see it because I think that win or lose, it's gonna be a great match, and I'm not sure who's gonna win or lose. And I'll say Schoolboy versus RVJ, the middleweight champ of the World Arm Wrestling League. And I know there's a weight difference, but I say they just both be healthy. RVJ is a massive obstacle. And if Schoolboy's able to overcome that, that'll be crazy. But whatever. I'm just happy to watch anything these guys do. Uh, really loved all the videos that came out from that part of the world the last little bit. Thanks for providing all the entertainment, guys.